Today, we need to understand what is chemistry and what are its importance or its role in our daily lives. We'll begin with the definition of chemistry. Chemistry is the branch of science that studies the composition. When we talk of the composition, that is, chemistry studies the mixture of two or more substances. For example, we have a trouser. In a trouser, we need to know what materials have been combined in order to produce this trouser, and chemistry does studies that. Chemistry also studies the properties of this material. So, looking at a pair of trousers, its property will be what distinguishes it from another pair of trousers. So, you can have a pair of trousers made from textile, that is cotton, and another made from a plastic. The property of a pair of trousers made from plastic will be it can melt, that is, when it is heated, it is going to melt. But a pair of trousers made from textile or cotton, when heated, it doesn't melt. It instead burns and turns into ashes. So, the melting of this trouser made from plastic is a property that distinguishes it from another pair of trousers made from textile. Another property will be its shape. You can have a straight trouser and a trouser with the top small and the feet open. That is the peculiarity of this trouser because it is straight, while the other has an open bottom. Another property will be its color. This trouser is black. You can have another trouser with a green color or a blue color. The black color of this trouser distinguishes it from another trouser which is blue or red. Chemistry also studies the interaction of matter. That is, how substances interact with one another, with matter being anything that has mass and occupies space. We should note that this matter is composed of chemical elements. When we talk of chemical elements, we mean elements such as carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, lithium, nitrogen, and many others. Therefore, chemistry is involved with the understanding of the properties of these elements mentioned above and many others. Chemistry also tells us how these elements interact with one another and how the combination of these elements give compounds that may undergo chemical changes to generate new compounds. When we talk of a chemical change, an example will be burning wood into ashes. Can you transform the ashes back to wood? Obviously, it is impossible, and a change has taken place which is irreversible, and this is a characteristic of chemical changes. So, briefly, chemistry is the branch of science that studies the composition, properties, and the interaction of matter. We'll proceed with the role of chemistry in our day-to-day life. Chemistry is used in chemical industries during soap production. So, in order to produce the soap which we use in our houses to wash our dresses, to bathe, we need basic notions of chemistry. Chemistry is also used in the production of fertilizers which aid in crop growth, that aids in the proper growth of our crops found in our farms. Chemistry also aids in drug production. We cannot produce a drug without basic notions of chemistry. Another role of chemistry is that it provides essential knowledge for material sciences. So, it lies at the heart of our efforts to produce new materials, such as to produce a bottle of Guinness, we need notions of chemistry. Even to produce a dress, to fabricate the dress we put on, we also need notions of chemistry. And the materials used in the construction of a house, like cement, sand, the zinc, all these need notions of chemistry. In the medical field, that is in medical sciences, to produce drugs, we need notions of chemistry. And food supplies, such as the production of bread, chocolate, yogurt, biscuits, all these need notions of chemistry. We'll proceed with its importance in producing new sources of energy that are abundant and non-polluting. For example, energy from a water source, such as energy from rivers, lakes. This type of energy is known as hydroelectrical energy and is generated using notions from chemistry. Chemistry also plays an important role in meeting human needs for food. If you want to produce bread, you need notions of chemistry. And healthcare products, such as drugs, also need notions of chemistry and other materials needed to improve the quality of life. Look at the picture below. The picture below shows a girl. This girl is in tears, that she's crying, and she has scanty hairs. You may ask, why is she crying? She's crying due to poor living standard and she's suffering from malnutrition. That's the reason why she has scanty hairs. What can chemistry do? Chemistry comes in to improve the quality of life. That is, with chemistry, she will have the basic needs, that is the drugs to cure her from her illness, and even the food to eat and look healthy, thereby improving her quality of life. Chemistry allows us to understand different chemical changes. For example, mixing egg, flour, sugar, and baking powder in a bowl and then placing it in an oven. The end result after baking is a piece of cake. So, chemistry allows us to understand how the egg, flour, sugar, and baking powder turns into a piece of cake. We will proceed with the branches of chemistry. Chemistry is traditionally split into 3 branches, that is, inorganic chemistry, which is the branch of chemistry that studies elements found on the periodic table, their origin, reaction, distribution, and synthesis of these elements. The next branch is physical chemistry. Physical chemistry is needed to interpret the kinetics and understand the mechanism of reactions and to work out the most effective conditions under which it should take place in an industrial setting. While the last, which is organic chemistry, studies carbon compounds and the interaction between these carbon compounds. Thanks for your kind attention.